Work better, right? Okay. So good morning. Kamar Hatma Tova. A good final ceiling is my hope for you all. I would like to take this opportunity to welcome everyone to Beth Hatikva. From old friends to new faces, I am so very glad that you are here today. It is an incredible honor to be here representing this community, our board, and my co-president, and I thank you all for allowing me to do so. Our world today is in a state of transition, and it is uncomfortable. Rabbi Rick Jacobs says that transitions are mashber. They're like giving birth. It's discomforting in the moment, but after, such blessings are possible. We are all feeling the difficulty of being at home instead of in shul. And I am sure that I am not alone in wishing that this whole pandemic thing was over now. I mean, we've had enough already, right? But I put on my mask or I log into Zoom and I move forward, and so do you. And while this virus is providing a very unique challenge, being in a state of transition is not a new thing. Life is simply a series of transitions, of transformations. I was someone's daughter, someone's wife, someone's mother, someone's ex-wife. I was a lot of things, but it wasn't until I was broken that I really learned who I was. And it was there, in that space, that I learned how much I needed God. And while looking for God, I found Judaism. And I was transformed, not only to Judaism, but through Judaism. Those transitions, daughter, wife, mother, self, Jew, they weren't easy. There were plenty of times I wanted to give up, but I had to continue forward. And as I go into this next stage of my life, even though I don't have any idea what's happening or where I'm going to land, what I do have is absolute faith that God is in control of it all, and it's going to be more than okay. In Rabbi Abraham Isaac Cook's book, entitled The Lights of Return, he insists that the human tendency to cling desperately to old ways and ancient habits is a sign of spiritual malaise. Transformation isn't new for Jews either. I'm confident that there was a small group at Sinai muttering, "But that's not the way we've always done it." We need to be flexible. We need to be adaptable to situations because that's how we survive. When the temple was destroyed and we couldn't do sacrifices, we had to figure out a way to be Jews without a temple. We had to have transformation. Over and over again, when the world shifts, we Jews must figure out shashalet hakbala, how to preserve the chain of transition, or the chain of tradition. We as a people have remained committed to continuing the tradition that we trace back to Abraham and Sarah. Transformation isn't new for Beth Hatikva either. From an empty lot in 1947 sprang a Jewish community center dedicated in 1949. In 1992, the members, some of whom are here today, did the hard work of becoming a congregation, affiliating with the URJ in 1997. And we are all the beneficiaries of that transition. Change is hard, but over and over we see that those who trust God and continue forward are in some way blessed. Today, Beth Hatikva is experiencing transformation again. To ensure that we remain properly focused through this transition, the board is currently working with our spiritual leader, Emily, to clearly define our Torah-based values. Once we have those values defined, we will use them as the guide for all our community decisions. The question will no longer be, should we do this, or I want to do this? It will be, how does this decision support our values? Taking this time to assess our Torah-based values is a form of zimzum, of contraction, of making room for something new. The Kabbalists say that prior to creation, God took up all the space because God was literally everything and everywhere. So God had to narrow or contract to make room for this world to exist. And by taking a moment to draw inward and define our values, we, as a board, hope to make room for the future. As the board and Emily are taking time to identify our core values and principles, we invite you to join us in this transformation. Start by becoming a member. If you've not committed to supporting this community, let's talk about why. Please reach out. We want to hear from you. You can join a committee or you can come on the board. We do have open seats. Step up with your time or your money or both, but participate in this transition with us. I challenge you all to be open to new ideas, to be flexible, to be willing to do the work, knowing that God is in control of the outcome and it's going to be for good. In a year, Beth Hatikva may look different than it does today, and some of those changes could be awkward, but at our core, the caring for each other, the coming together to celebrate, to pray, even to mourn, those and our Torah-based values will be our constants. I trust God to see us through this process of transformation, and I encourage you to do the same. I truly believe that in the end, this transition will be a blessing. I'm excited about that, and I hope you are too. Thank you.